Fat Crusher, last workout of the week, Friday. We're gonna lift a little bit again today as well. So today we're gonna warm up to 50% of your max deadlift, whatever that might be. Get there pretty quick, get 50% shouldn't take too long. And then for 10 rounds, every 90 seconds, we're gonna lift 2 deadlifts touch and go building. So warm up to 50%, and then at 3, 2, 1, go, you'll do 2 reps at 50%. Add some weight, 90 seconds later, 2 more reps. Add some weight, 96 later, 2 more reps. The goal is touch and go, so you're not gonna drop it. You can drop the second rep, but as you stand up that first one, go down and touch the second one and come back up. One thing I want people to work on today as we go through this, and I see this a lot, is the first rep, when people go down to the bottom of the deadlift, they have trouble tightening their core and expanding their core and embracing their core for that deadlift. So a lot of times that first rep has some round in their back. They round a little bit in their back. Once they stand up with the weight, especially when it gets heavy, once you're holding weight standing up, you're fully braced. You're holding a lot of weight, your core is tight, you're braced all the way throughout. Your legs are tight, your butt is tight, you're holding that heavy weight. What that does is when you do that second rep touch and go, as you lower that weight, you're not breathing. You're holding in that air because your body knows to pick something up heavy, it has to be braced, and you're nice and braced standing up. So you go to pick up that second rep. The second rep a lot of times looks way better than the first. That second, third rep, whatever, if you do touch and go, usually looks way better. And as people get fatigued, really fatigued in a Metcon, maybe not, but in a situation like this, that second rep is almost always across the board better than the first rep for almost everybody. So what I challenge you to do is on that first rep, get tight before you lift. Now, if you're, you watch some of the professional deadlifters, they're really good at like getting down, grabbing the bar, maybe even rolling around a little bit, do whatever their little pre-lift routine is, and then bracing themselves and picking it up. Most of us are not. We don't practice that. And I can tighten my abs a lot better standing up tall than I can when I bend over. If I bend over, my knees start to compress against my abs and my lungs and my diaphragm, where I'm trying to brace. It starts to compress, making it harder for me to push out and brace. Also, as I bend down, I might be rounded, and it's just harder for me as I'm bending down, I'm rounded, to straighten that back up, to get that back in tight. Very hard to do. What I like to do when it gets heavy is I like to get tight while I stand up tall. Imagine I have that weight, brace myself, tighten my core, and then I take a big breath in, brace, I go bend over, grab that bar and pick it right up. Since I've already braced, since I'm already tight, I can just go down and get it and pick it up. And hopefully that makes that first rep look better. And then if I need to take a quick breath at the top, breathe really quick and then go get that second one. For a set of 2, I probably don't need to. For the set of 2, I should be able to brace myself, take that breath in, bend over, pick up that bar, stand up, put it right back down, and pick it right back up again, and then I can drop it, and then I can breathe. When it's the heavier sets, I have to breathe to the top. My point is if you try to organize yourself, and I mean by organize yourself, tighten those shoulders, bring those shoulder blades back and down, engage those lats, trying to engage the lats, trying to engage the core, trying to get myself tight. It is much easier to do that without my knees pushing against myself, without me already touching the bar. With me touching the bar, it's harder for me to do that. It's just harder for me to do that. So I know I coached a couple weeks ago some people had a heavier deadlift workout of some sort. I forget what it was. It was obviously a hero workout. But I was trying to coach people in that while they're doing the workout, is to try to get yourself tight before you lift. So today it might be something to work on, is get tight before that first rep, so that first rep looks better. The second rep's probably gonna look really good because, like I said, you're tight. So your score today, as long as it will be your heaviest set of 2 deadlift, without dropping it, will be a score for the strength part. Now you have to do all 10 rounds for it to count. You have to, I know some people want to game it, and they're gonna last round, they'll wait at the 90-second mark, they'll wait another 90 seconds or whatever. Do it at the 90 seconds, every 90 seconds, 2 reps, which means you might not get quite as heavy as you want because you don't have a lot of recovery. That's all right. If you don't PR today, that's okay. It's the first time we did the heavy. But that will be the strength part. That'll take 14 minutes, 13 and a half minutes, something like that, because of the 90 seconds. And it'll put away weight really quick. And the 15-minute cap on the Metcon today is 21:15.9 light deadlifts at 135.95, burpees over the bar. So 21 deadlifts, 21 burpees, so on and so forth. You'll rest 3 minutes, part of the 15-minute cap. And then you're gonna do 15-9-6 of power cleans at 135-95, no squatting, and box jump overs, jumping over the box, not on the box and over. For RX, you gotta clear the box. It's gonna be 24-inch box for guys and girls. Whenever we do box jump overs, typically the girls would rather jump higher over something than shorter but a longer jump. When you tip it over, it's a different look. You have to clear it all the way on the 20-inch side. So 24 inches for everybody, 15-minute caps, which means you have to get this done in 12 minutes in time frame in terms of work, which means you got to sprint those deadlifts, rest a little bit, and then fewer reps, but then sprint through those power cleans, see if you can get it done in 15 minutes. That is your Friday. Hope you had your first good week back of normal CrossFit, and we'll see you next week.